Hey guys, I'm back. Wanted to show you guys a little poor man's push pole slash stakeout pole that I'm building. Well, the pole's pretty much built, but I just got to do the fixture on the transom for the stakeout side of it. But anyways, I found this pole. It's aluminum, about 8 feet long. Found it in the trash. And I was like, hey, I could use that thing, so I grabbed it. And I started thinking, hey, I could make this into a push pole. And the first thing I did down here, I just took a regular 2x4 and I drilled a circle hole so that it goes into it. And if I had this little plate off, you could see it went all the way through. And what I did was take one of my big stainless bolts and went all the way through. Well, I took a drill, of course, went through the pole and through the whole 2x4, put it on there, and I painted it black for a little protection, I guess, for the wood. And I started thinking, you know what, I don't want a bunch of crud getting in that hole that was there. And not only that, but this wood would get beat up pretty good with all the oyster beds we got around here. But so I grabbed a little piece of aluminum at work and I drilled and countersunk some holes and put some screws on it. So it's a nice little solid pad that should hold up real well. As far as the wood being underwater, we'll see. I mean, if I got to replace it, oh, big deal, you know. Not much money there, so that's the foot side of it. And then I started thinking, man, I don't have an anchor yet for my John boat. Well, started seeing people using poor man's power pole, which is a stakeout pole. And what I did here, I bought a tent stake from Home Depot. I had to cut a little bit and shape it for it to actually fit inside the pole, you see. And not only that, to fit through the actual anchor pole tube that I'm about to mount. But yeah, I just put some self tappers and some stainless washers underneath it into the flat side. And this thing was in there pretty tight already once I got it shaped up and shoved it in. So it was already in there tight, but I put the screws there for extra, and I made sure that they could go through the tube too. This is the same tubing I'm using for the stakeout pole, but basically it's going to be something like that, but it's going to be anchored right here. And I actually just painted it, and I'm using a little I guess wall clamps, I don't know what you call them, but you see right there, just making them black. And there's a tube right there. Now with the tent stake, I made sure that, you know, you got to form it a little bit and I used a sander so that it'll actually fit through, you know, without having to shove it through. And you basically just shove it through and stake the bottom, and if you're fishing flats or shallow water, it'll hold you steady. I'd like to get one made for the bow of the boat, but right now, since, you know, I guess make it easy, push pulling from the back, and you want to stop, stake it in, you're good to go. But yeah, thinking about testing it out tomorrow, and I'll take some videos and see how it goes. Hopefully I catch some good fish, and I'll post a picture or video of how this mount for the stakeout pole goes. So yeah guys, thanks for watching. Hope I influenced some ideas, because this is how I did it, watching YouTube. So get out there, do it, get creative, make some shit, and go fishing. Later.